difference. I was getting money since a little jit. Giving in, we gon' score.
Let it spin, make it twirl, make it lock. Grab a bag, grab a Glock, tear the block. Cook the birds, hit the curb, fill my socks. Feed the birds what I earn, they gon' love us. Them bitches love drugs, them bitches love drugs. Them niggas hate slugs, them niggas hate slugs. Them bitches love drugs, them bitches love drugs. Them niggas hate slugs, them niggas hate slugs.
I was quarterbacking like we down in the fall. My little homie got it locked on the rod. Them folks try to go and tell on the boy. Wiping those niggas, get them the ball. Them folks wasn't trying to give me the right. And you niggas all up on my back. Niggas thought I would've never been this. Niggas thought I would've never been that. When you're getting money, you see the difference. I was getting money since a little jit. Giving in, we gon' score.
Let it spin, make it twirl, make it lock. Grab a bag, grab a Glock, tear the block. Cook the birds, hit the curb, fill my socks. Feed the birds what I earn, they gon' love us. Them bitches love drugs, them bitches love drugs. Them niggas hate slugs, them niggas hate slugs. Them bitches love drugs, them bitches love drugs. Them niggas hate slugs, them niggas hate slugs.
I was quarterbacking like we down in the fall. My little homie got it locked on the rod. Them folks try to go and tell on the boy. Wiping those niggas, get them the ball. Them folks wasn't trying to give me the right. And you niggas all up on my back. Niggas thought I would've never been this. Niggas thought I would've never been that. When you're getting money, you see the difference. I was getting money since a little jit. Giving in, we gon' score.
Let it spin, make it twirl, make it lock. Grab a bag, grab a Glock, tear the block. Cook the birds, hit the curb, fill my socks. Feed the birds what I earn, they gon' love us. Them bitches love drugs, them bitches love drugs. Them niggas hate slugs, them niggas hate slugs. Them bitches love drugs, them bitches love drugs. Them niggas hate slugs, them niggas hate slugs.
I was quarterbacking like we down in the
Yo. What's going on, ladies and germs? Yo. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another day in the Elajas era. I'm your host with the most boast, Taylor Elajas. You doing good? I'm doing pretty good, but are you doing good though? I do pretty good. So today, we are here at Quality Time Network, and I'm Elajas, currently sitting outside of a studio. Okay, what's going on? A Kex plane. Wow, I butchered that OD, but I'm saying hi to you. You know what's up. I am outside of a studio. All right, what's going on? Cartier, cool. I am outside of a studio and just recorded a track, and I'm currently sitting outside of the studio now because it is time for the Hip Hop Rookie of the Year, and you know we had to get it done. You know I had to come tell y'all about these rookies. Okay, we dedicated out here to getting this damn content out because we're gonna crown a rookie at the end of the year, and the end of the year is rapidly approaching. Right, rapidly. It's like we're on a race, and it's like we're Forrest Gumping to the finish line. It's almost here. It's almost present. We will crown somebody. Okay. It's already October. It's about to be December soon. All right. Now, as we always do, let's get into the criteria. All right. So the criteria to be on the ladder or be an honorable mention on the Hip Hop Rookie of the Year ladder is well-produced and engineered music. All right. As well as being signed or unsigned, interviews, tours, social media presence, all right, cosigns, engagement, analytical results, bodies of work, can't forget that, YouTube views, magnitude of notable songs, as well as platforms featured on, all right? All these things are very important. You need to have all of these things in order to be considered to be on the ladder or even be considered to be an honorable mention on the Hip Hop Rookie of the Year show. All right. So the list we have here today, it's a little mumble jumbled, right? It's definitely not as consistent as it maybe was last few weeks, right? Because some things were really happening. Some people that were at the top were kind of like powerhouses. They were kind of doing what they had to do. But right now, okay, it is time to get to the honorable mentions, right? We're not getting to the ladder yet, we're going to get to honorable mentions. And this first honorable mention, I'm very excited to talk about. All right. He is out of Brooklyn. There's been a lot of Brooklyn rappers coming up recently, and I love it. You know, I'm a Brooklyn born and raised. So it's dope to be able to see a lot of these Brooklyn rappers come up. You know what I'm saying? Very dope. And his name is Chef G. Okay. Chef G, if you don't know about Chef G, then you need to know about him. I'm actually very late on him. He used to do Vlad TV interviews a year ago. Okay. And he also had like some small beef with 22Gs. And I knew about 22Gs from a while ago, but I didn't know about Chef G, which is very unfortunate. He has literally one of the biggest Brooklyn drill rap songs in No Suburban. And it's like, damn, I didn't even know the song existed. And, you know, it made me feel bad when I don't know about the really popping Brooklyn artists. It's like, it's like, damn, you know, usually out here under my nose, you be repping streets that's like, wow, I know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Possible one in my nose too. Cause like, you know, I don't really go to backyard parties and stuff. Like I try to, like, I won't say I stay away from those, but it's like, you know, I don't really go to backyard parties like that. So maybe like songs like Meet the Woo or No Suburban were playing at backyard parties, but I didn't know about them because, you know, I would be going to backyard parties. But so Chef G is fire. Right? He recently released a project, and man, if you've not heard that project, you need to go do that because it is fire. Absolutely flames. Flows Part 2, All My Life. That's the top 3. Honestly, we getting money. We getting money. Yo, man, I can't even. Man, Chef G. Listen to Chef G. He's that dude, man. Maybe want to watch some of his Vlad TV interviews. Also, what's going on CC. If you want to check out some like actual interactive content about him speaking as well, but his music is absolutely fire. All My Life is probably one of my favorite songs right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. So Chef G is one of the honorable mentions for this week. All right. Now I'm gonna spoil something for you guys here. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you about somebody that's not on the ladder. I'm gonna tell you about somebody that's not on the ladder, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right, because he'll probably end up back on the ladder next week because he is like, you know, he represents what this show represents. But this man goes by the name of Lil TJay, right? Lil TJay is not on this week's ladder, and I'm going to tell you why. This man, and I'm literally stating this so early in the show because there's a lot of bias in it, and I'm going to tell you why. All right. This man. So a little pre-backstory before I get into this, right? We were at me and my homies. We were at Tidal benefit concert. The benefit concert, rock the vote, trying to get people to vote. Yeah, good stuff. Trying to get people to vote. Mad people were there. Young and May performed. Alicia Keys performed. Casanova performed. Lil Uzi performed. Mad people performed. It was actually a dope time. Ty Dolla $ign performed. Jeezy performed. A lot of people performed. It was actually a dope time. It was like an inside festival. People performed. Fresh Montana performed. Fat Joe came out. Yeah, it was like a mashup of a bunch of people. And, you know, people just playing their hits, obviously. It wasn't like each person's individual concert. So it's like, you know, and the sets weren't that long, maybe like 10 minutes if that. I was kind of upset at how long Young and May's performance was. But she, honestly, considering that to a wider scale, Young and May not be a super popular artist, and she was able to get 4 songs off. She got Ooh Off, Petty Wop, Big, and No Mercy. That's four songs, you know what I'm saying? And so if you know me, you know I'm a Young and May fanatic. And man, took the cold out of my heart when I put it on the watch. You know what I'm saying? Middle finger hanging out the beds for like Pac. Man, don't make me get in my bag, because I will. I will get in my bag. All right, don't make me. But performed a lot of songs. But now it made me realize I have to go to the Young and May concert. And I don't go to concerts to just go to a concert. Unless I'm doing videography or I get it for free. I'm not going to a concert. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. But I would pay to go to the Young and May concert just because I would know all the songs. And it's like, it'd actually be a great time for me. Like, I went to a Tyler the Creator concert, and damn near lost my voice because I know all the words. So it's like concerts where I know all the words to songs, I'd honestly paid for that. Like I would probably pay for a DOC concert. My first bet would try to get in on some videography stuff because like I'm a videographer, so I'd rather be there to work and I could work and go to the concert at the same time. It's like a twofer. Like that's what I usually do. But I would pay to go there though. Honestly, I would pay to go to the YNW concert. But back to the original person, Mr. Lil TJay. So we're at Rock the Boat, and two people I was really excited to see was Lil TJay and YNW Melly because to me they have two of the top 5 albums in hip hop for this 2019. I think they have 2 of the top 29 albums 2019, and I super wanted to listen to Lil TJay perform. I wanted to watch Lil TJay perform. I wanted to watch YNW Melly perform. Alicia Keys, I've seen her perform already, but like it would be dope to see Alicia Keys perform. So it was that title Rock the Boat, and Lil Uzi was dope performance. Honestly, Lil Uzi was dope performance. But one of the people I was excited to see was Lil TJay because he has an album that did very well. I think it was like top 5 Billboard 200 when it came out. So it was doing well, at least out of luck. Like he has multiple songs. He has 2 songs, 2 videos rather on Lyrical Lemonade. Did millions of views. Like people know these songs. He has did it again. He had multiple songs on Billboard. People know more than just his one song, all right? But he went out there, went on stage. People, I guess, know how much he doesn't really like performing. He doesn't really like the music industry, like how he comes off. That he doesn't really like people. He doesn't really like being in this position of fame, whatever. But he went on stage. Looks like I went on stage, right? Dun, 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 ransom the beat comes on. So you automatically know everybody's gonna get lit, right? Turn into a dancer, you know what I'm saying? I got black, I got white, what you want. It's about to start blazing, people about to get lit. So I got black, I got white, what you want. I'm going lit. My girl's there as well. We turn it up. My friends is there, everybody turning up to ransom, right? So he basically lip syncs a good 75% of the song, right? He's standing there, no energy, lip syncing. And then song finishes with his very half-assed performance. And then he says, all right, guys, I'll be back. Leaves, right? And then they change the stage. So it's like, he's obviously not coming back. And I'm looking at the stage dumbfounded. I'm like, what? This man did not just perform Ransom and Leave. Everyone else got at least 2 to 3 songs, the openers, because he was one of like kind of the early people. Everybody got at least 2 or 3 songs, right? The man half-assed performed Ransom and then quickly got up out of there. I was like, what? It made absolutely no sense. His set was like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. I was like, what is going on here? And I won't say I came to see because I got it for free. I was giving tickets. So it's not like I was super pressed. It's not like I paid to see Lil TJay and then he did that because then I would have been tight. You know what I'm saying? I was super tight. I came to Lil TJay and then he performed Ransom and then or performed Ransom and then just dipped. Sunset, I'll be back, never came back. And I understand in the mindset of an artist, he may not really even want to be there. There's things that go on in the actual person's mental. So I'm not even trying to dash him completely right now. But it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You came up with half-ass perform Ransom and then dipped. Like what? We could at least hear her did it again. And I'm a little technical. I listen to his music a lot. So maybe to a person who just knows Ransom, they didn't really care. But even to a person that just knows Ransom, I would assume they would be upset because he barely performed Ransom. He literally lip synced the majority of it, which is very crazy. Honestly. But it went with his personality of what he's been trying to show us with the whole, I don't care about the music industry. I don't want to be famous. All this money don't mean stuff if I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he is actually not happy. Judging by that performance, he honestly he might not be happy. But who knows? But yeah, so that was why I did not put him on the ladder, honestly. That's why I didn't put him on the ladder. But so that was, like I said, 100% bias. When I have a bias something, I state the bias outright. And so that was my bias. Why he's not on this. But he very well could be on next week if he continues his strong rise to the top, which he is still up there, just because he half-ass performed. Ransom doesn't mean that the man now didn't have a number 2 hit record in the country for mad long. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna do that to him. But still an honorable mention, obviously, because he's still killing it out here. And yeah, man, the guy is up there. And honorable mention with Chef G. You need to go listen to Chef G on My Life. Put that on your playlist, or you can listen to it on my playlist, Stovetop, which drops every week. All right. So make sure you go up there and do that. Right. Dropping again on Friday with the Stovetop, LJ Aesthetics, and Late Night Joints. You like a little R&B vibe. And LJ Aesthetics for breaking new artists. So go ahead and bump that. Chef G on My Life's gonna be on there. It's on Flows Part 2 is on there for last week. That's still up there on my website. But Chef G project just dropped, fire, absolutely fire. Lil TJay, this project still top 5 to me, but that was just, to me, it just made no sense. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn, you really just did that. And I actually want to see, but it's all good though. So another album mentioned is AMBJ or AMBJ, however you pronounce it. Uno, dos, tres, shitata. You know what I'm saying? Song gets hype. Uno at Title Rock the Boat, and they got everybody lit. You know, that song kind of went up very fast. The remix isn't bad though. Like Lil Pump, and somebody else on that remix. I honestly forget, but the only memorable people on, the only memorable verse outside of MBJ's on the Uno remix was Lil Pump's. Like Lil Pump low-key got busy in this remix though. he low-key got busy in this remix. I'm not gonna lie to you. His like, I don't know. I liked it. You should give it a listen. Uno remix. You can find out what's on the song. I know someone else on the song, but you know, Lil Pump got busy and MBJ got busy. So go ahead and bump that. But MBJ, Chef G, and Lil TJay, all honorable mentions for this week. And, you know, I got to mention my guy, man. I got to mention my guy. He's, you know, I wish he was doing way better. He had a great first half of the year, though. But he also had a hard bar in his ukulele verse he had a hard bar in his ukulele verse with Ener Banks. And he said, you know, making all this money, so I don't got to rap again. Or something like that, I'm paraphrasing. But I was like, damn, that's a fact. So I said, making all this money, so I'm gonna rap again. It's like, damn, bro, like that's a fact, bro. Like once he gets to a certain money level, he probably never has to rap again. It's like, damn, that's crazy. This man, like you can get to a point where like you don't really even have to rap again, honestly, to keep it a stack. And you can get to a point where he's making enough money, but like, you know, he does have a hit though. Like he has a hit. Like Tatiana's a hit. Tatiana's a hit. Like being at Title Rock the Boat made me realize, like, once you get to a certain amount of songs that people know, you can get booked forever. I can, like, French Montana can always be booked, but I haven't dropped another hit song ever because he has no stylist. He has All the Way Up. And, like, a bunch of other songs from, like, the early 2000s that you probably forgot he made. But he still got those. You know what I'm saying? Ass So Fat, Need a Lap Dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that song. He had, bro, like, listen to a set and realize, like, Fresh Montana really has hits. You know what I'm saying? Made me realize that Fresh Montana really has hits, and that man has a whole set worth of songs. And it's like, damn, that's great. You know, like, because some people were really people behind me were trying to cut his ass, saying, like, oh, he's going to perform all the way up, and then it's over. And it's like, nah, he was able to perform, like, at least 6 songs to everyone knew. So, I didn't realize, bro, like Blueface can always be booked for Tatiana. Lil TJay, even as lazy as he performs, he can probably always get booked for Ransom. And that's just, it is what it is, honestly. It is what it is. But Blueface, Tatiana, the man with the dance, dropped a new single with Gunna. He also dropped a single with Jeremiah. I'm not really feeling it, you know, close up. I've heard a couple people bump it though. That's why I maybe give it another chance, because when you know a song is doing buzz when like you're outside and you hear multiple people play it. You know, like when you're outside, people driving their cars, and you know that song's not on radio, so that means somebody's playing it from their phone. So if someone like literally plays it from their phone, that means that person likes that song and download it to their library, or they're just playing a playlist. But like when you hear it multiple times, it's like, all right, people like this song. So I didn't like it though. Close up, or think it's close. It's definitely close or close up. Blueface and Jeremiah didn't really like that. It's Jeremiah's song basically. Like I didn't even really at that point. It was like, why are you even on the song Blueface? You're not even putting much justice to it. And it's not even that I don't like Blueface doing his whole like singing melodic bag because you remix with Jacquees is fire. It's absolutely the you remix with Jacquees is heat. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even tripping on that. Like the Blueface you remix with Jacquees is fire, so I ain't even tripping. It's not like I don't want Blueface getting his melodic bag, but that close up with Jeremiah was not it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was not it for me. But he said honorable mention because first half of the year was still fire. So when he dropped something, I'm gonna let y'all know because he was out here working. Man was on Jimmy Fallon. Man had a dance challenge. Man took over the country for a small period. He was nominated for Best New Artist by BET. So he was still putting his work in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna deny him that. And you got Roddy Ricch, who also dropped a new song, Big Something, Fire. Big Dipper, Fire song, Heat. Roddy doesn't really miss on songs. Honestly, I haven't heard a bad Roddy Ricch song other than the song he listen to. I would say it's a bad song, but to me, it doesn't have much replay value. Honestly, replay value lacks for me to keep it real. But yeah, so these are this week's honorable mentions. Okay, this week's honorable mentions are okay. This week's honorable mentions are okay. This week's honorable mentions are Chef G, AMBJ, Blueface, Roddy Ricch, and Lil TJay. All right, so that is this week's honorable mentions. Now let's get into the hip hop rookie of the year ladder for the week October 22nd. Okay, when we get into it, you're gonna see that there's a lot of different names here. Right, you can see a lot of different names. Ladder's a little switched up, but when we get to it, you're gonna see it. All right, so whenever it is able to be put up, we can discuss why people are in the positions that they are currently in. Okay, you might see some old names, see some new names. Okay, but you will know that the ladder is updated week by week. All right, so a person that is there this week may not be there next week, but they can also be there the week after that, and vice versa. It all works interconnected. All right? But I want to definitely stress to you guys before we get into the ladder. Chef G is fire. All right, Chef G out of Brooklyn. His story actually is also interesting too. Like the whole Brooklyn drill story is very, very interesting. Honestly, like the whole Brooklyn drill rappers it's like it mirrors. I won't say direct. I won't even say it mirrors Chicago drill rap. I won't even say that. But it kind of does that. Like because there's a lot of Brooklyn hood people. There's a lot of Brooklyn hood people. Like there's the death toll probably is not as high as Chicago. It's definitely not as high, but it is still in the areas that drill in Brooklyn is going on. It's kind of up there, but we now have the ladder, so let's run it down from 1 to 6, shall we? All right. So number 1, we have the Baby. Number 2, we have Megan the Stallion. All right. And number 3, we have Lil Nas X. Number 4, we have the City Girls. Number 5, we have Lil TJay. And at number 6, we have YNW Melly. All right, so Mr. YNW Melly. We're going to start from 6 and we're going to go to 1. Mr. YNW Melly. All right. He dropped I Am You beginning of this year. Reached number 20 on the Billboard 200 of albums. All right, and it was released in the previous eligibility year. And this is me talking from the Grammys perspective, I believe. Right, and it is entered for the best rap album. Okay, no, I'm not talking about I Am You. We All Shine is entered for the best rap album at the Grammys. And it's like, wow, this man is getting nominated for the best rap album by a bunch of people that I didn't even think knew who YNW Melly was. I'm like, wow, you guys know who YNW Melly is. You guys are way more cultured than I actually thought. I didn't think that they would even know who this man was. All right, enter for best rap album. So like to be in jail, have a song called Murder on My Mind that to me is just chilling. It's a chilling song. have a song called Murder on My Mind, and you literally get nominated for best rap album. It's like, damn, I gotta give you. The man is in jail, may never get out. I don't know when his hearing is, what his trial is, but the man may never get out. And he's being nominated for best rap album. Like, if that ain't goals, well, I don't know about goals, but if that ain't goals, I don't know what if that ain't goals, I don't know what it is, obviously. But yeah, so go Melly for real. And he still has 772 Love with a Glock 9 on Billboard. It's like, wow, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be in jail and still be doing work. And so I don't know if he's still getting money. Because if he does, they probably have possession of his bank account or something. So, you know, even if he does get money, where's the money going to? You know, it's a very good question. Maybe his family has it. So maybe it's going to YNW Slime, who's also fire. Okay. Another YNW, and he is heat. Eric YNW Slime. Slime Dreams. That's the song that I usually always tell people to start with for YNW Slime. That is YNW Melly's brother. He's probably like 13, but he is fire. You know, if you have some type of you know, stigma against 13-year-old rappers anyway, because it's fire. But YNW Melly is at number 6 because I just got to give the man his props. The man is doing work from jail. Has a Billboard song from jail. Okay, 100%. Jesus says YNW got enough tunes, and the man does have enough tunes for your head top. You know, I 1000% agree with that. Okay, but YNW don't even. If you don't talk about YNW Melly tunes, Balenciagas, right? All right, slang that out. All right, like City Girls. He has a song called City Girls. Fire, heat. Like, it's heat. He has a song with T Grizzly that's fire. He has a song with Lil Durk on the Only the Family album. I can't even tell you the name of it right now, but I would recommend the whole Only the Family album anyway. So just sift through that and you'll find YNW Melly's song. His song called Gang is pretty fire. He released that while he was in jail too. Maybe not him directly, but the song was released while he was in jail as well. And it's not as good as 772 Love, but still heat. 223 Love, fire. Mind on My Murder. People don't know about Mind on My Murder. And that was on IMU, which ranked 20 on Billboard 200. That was the album before We All Shine. That album is absolutely heat. Right? Flames, fire to the core, heat. Okay, absolutely heat rock. Right? Absolutely. And it's like, it's the flipped version of Murder on My Mind. It's like, wow. It's literally the flipped version of Murder on My Mind. Mind on My Murder talks about the person that's getting murdered, while Murder on My Mind is talking about the murder. It's like, that's such a fire concept. And I always say, and Dean also agrees with me usually, is that he would have ran away with the Rookie of the Year award if he didn't go to jail. Like, the man is just different. The man had a different mental, the way he put together songs and the way he just delivered it. Like, Slaying That Iron is a perfect example of differentness. It's like, you would never think somebody could make murder sound so beautiful on Slaying That Iron. Like, and what to that type of beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, and his voice is just different. He comes with differentness and uniqueness, and I love unique styles. He 1000% has that, and I will never take that away from that man. 100%. His uniqueness is what made him him, and I don't think anybody else on this list even has differentness to the extent of YNW Melly. You know, you like, we'll go down the list right now. Lil TJay is kind of like the new A Boogie, and mixed with new age Lil Durk, and I still like Lil TJay, but that I'm a Lil TJay fan. I go, well, honestly, I'm a Lil TJay supporter. I'm like almost a fan. I either call myself a fanatic or a supporter, because like, if I see you in person, like I've seen Lil TJay in person, and I geek out. Most with a dude. He's a dude. Very weird if I did that, but you know, I'm a supporter. I watched him perform at the Grab Cheetah's barbecue, and like, I was obviously chilling. Got some videos and stuff, but yeah. So Lil TJay kind of sound like new age Lil Durk in 2000 and what, like 15 A Boogie, 2015, 16 A Boogie. Actually, that's a little too early. Probably like 2000. Damn, what was I in high school? I kind of didn't want to tell you when I was in high school, because, you know, I'd rather you just guess what my age is, but I feel like I probably already kind of made you infer something. But yeah, so City Girls, Ratchet Rap has been done before. They're fire though. None of these things are slights to these people. It's just I'm speaking factual information. Ratchet Rap has been done before. You know what I'm saying? Trina, it's been done before. Okay. Lil Nas X, I still don't know what type of music he makes. So I guess that's unique, but like it's gonna come to a point where we're gonna be able to have to put you in something. And like it's unfortunate that's what it is, but you can't just keep fucking jumping around. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't go from here to here to here to here. You won't have a fan base because they don't know what type of music to go to you for. So like it's good to not let people put you in a box, right? But you still need to have an umbrella. So it's good that somebody can't put you in a box and make a certain kind of music, but you need to have an umbrella. And I can't say that your umbrella is hip hop music because I wouldn't necessarily call Panini a hip hop song. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily call some of the songs on its EP a hip hop song. I wouldn't necessarily call Rodeo a hip hop song. You know what I'm saying? It may have Cardi B on it, but I don't call it a hip hop song. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to be able to have the umbrella you in something, and then you can take else. So you know, I encourage people to not let people put them in boxes, but you know, we still need to know what I want to go to you for. It's like I want to, like using me for example, if someone wants to laugh or learn more about music at the same time, they'll come to my page. You know what I'm saying? Or if I want to go listen to some melodic murder music, I'll go to YNW Melly. If I want to listen to some kind of faster rap to a nice little bop, to where I can bop it, I can I'll go to the baby. You know what I'm saying? If for whatever reason, I felt like listening to some sugar music, I will go to Megan Thee Stallion. But if I feel like listening to some sugar music while also being able to sound like a dude, I'll go to Cardi B and I'll throw on press. You know what I'm saying? I'll sing every single word. I'll go to Cardi B's verse on Wish, and I'll probably not even finish the rest of the song because Cardi B made that song. Without Cardi B on Wish, the song is nothing. And I was like, that's just a fact. Without Cardi B on Wish, the song is absolutely cheeks. I'm sorry. And I love 21 Savage. 21 Savage is my favorite rapper when I was in high school. You know, I pull up and y'all gonna call the cops. You know what I'm saying? Red Ops is heat. You know, like I saw 21 Savage perform too. It's funny, like 2019, I've seen majority of my favorite rappers perform. Whereas before this year, I wasn't able to do that. Like there would be a bunch of times to where like it was supposed to happen and then like something happened to where I couldn't see them. But like, you know, my life is just elevated to the point where I've been able to see them, which is pretty dope, honestly. Pretty dope thing. I saw 21 Savage at perform at the Rack Genius Barbecue too. And also made me realize that I can't jack him as one of my favorite artists anymore because at the barbecue, I was like, wow, I don't know any of these songs. Like I knew X. I think he played Red Ops, and then I knew nothing else. It's Savage Mode, and then after that, I didn't know nothing he played, which was like, damn, bro. I used to be a hardcore 21 Savage fan, and now I don't know any of these songs. It was like, you know, like rapping bands. I listen to different type of music now. Literally, like I used to be an old head, bro. Like prior to November of 2018, I didn't listen to Lil Baby. I didn't listen to Gunna. I listened to nobody. I avoided anybody. I didn't listen to Uzi. I didn't listen to Playboy like that. Like I didn't listen to any type of people. Now, I'm not saying I OD on people either. I have a very wide variety of music at this point, but you know, I'm just like, damn, like my musical taste used to be very different. Like, you know, straight J. Cole. I still listen to J. Cole, but you know, I mix it up though. Straight J. Cole. I used to bump like Eminem. You know, that was an interesting individual. Like 2009 Gucci Mane, which is still like all these things are fire, but it's like, you know, being in where I'm at now and like kind of music broadcasting, entertainment broadcasting, I have to like keep up to date. It's pretty dope too. It's like I be knowing artists that nobody else knows, like people like Lakel and Lil Got It. They're on my radar. Like even Chef G may not be on your radar, but honestly, I got put on Chef G to keep it 100. Like I got put on Chef G. I probably would still not know about. Actually, no, I don't know, because his videos come up in my timeline sometimes. I just used to ignore them, but now I watch them. You know what I'm saying? Rico Reckless, I believe that's his name, that just made Big Trip. He probably, you know, It's not on a lot of people's radar, but he's out of Brooklyn, and he apparently just got signed by Columbia. There's a lot of people that like are on my radar that are not on other people's radar. But another person you should keep in tune with, his name is Lakel, and for some reason, like I'd be surprised if people don't know who Lakel is. Like he's doing YK Osiris way better than the YK Osiris. YK Osiris trying to be like hip hop R&B. Like I get so confused when YK Osiris drops a hip hop type song when it's like, bro, you're saying you're the king of R&B, but then you're dropping hip hop songs. But you know, it's a thing to just say that you're the king of R&B now. But like, I really wouldn't consider YK Osiris the king of R&B outside of Worth It. Even though he's probably dropped this project, Ride is a cool song, but yeah, I don't think he's all that in the bag of chips, to be honest. Just because Lakel, if you listen to Lakel, you realize that Lakel is doing YK Osiris way better. Like he's doing the whole switch up from hip hop and R&B and mashing it together and doing it amazing. Like it's just it's great. Like the first song I heard from Lakel was Wrong, which is a song that his career literally blew up after he dropped that video and then he started dropping more songs. But before Wrong, he didn't really have any songs out. Wrong came off a snippet of him in like I think his crib, just like making the song just on some like regular stuff. He didn't actually have to produce or anything. Just the snippet of him in his crib got like 1 million+ views. So that when he dropped the video, the thing went dummy. And people were waiting for the song to drop, and it took mad long to actually drop. So now when the video came, it's like, oh wow. And the song was really fire. So the video could have just been him standing there in the middle of a room, and it probably still would have got 1 million views because the song is just that fire. You know what I'm saying? So you should listen to that. Damn, I'm forgetting. Bankroll Hayden. Bankroll Hayden is another one. I probably should put him in the honorable mentions. He just got signed by Atlantic Records. He has a song with Lakel that's also fire. Straight heat. It's called Brothers. Yeah, I love my brothers. I love these guys. That's all. I'm not even going to spoil it for you. See, all right, it's a vibe. It's been on my late night joints playlist for the last 3 weeks. That's just how fire it is. But I feel like my time is going to expire without me even talking about the damn like. I went on several tangents this episode, but yeah, I'm a lot of whack right now. Like I said earlier, I'm outside the studio, so you know, my mind before I started shooting the episode was on recording a song, which for whoever ends up listening to this, I will be dropping an EP before the end of 2019 to end off what was a pretty dope 2019 for me. That's how I want to end it off with a nice little 3 to 4 song EP. It's probably going to be, it's honestly probably going to be, it's going to be 4 songs. Yes, and 4, I could probably confirm it's going to be 4 songs. But, you know, for whoever listens to it, I hope you enjoy it. You know, even for a person that I don't call myself a rapper, I'm an interviewer and that likes to make music, but the music is good. I'll say that. But so YNW Melly is at number 6 because he's killing it just from behind bars, Billboard, Grammys recognize him. All right. So City Girls at number 5 because, damn it, they also are entered for the best rap album by the Grammys. Like what? They also earned a nomination for the best rap album, and it was like Young Miami was doing the majority of the promo work for the last year and change since JT was in jail, and I commend her for that 100%. JT just got out of jail, dropped first day out, went crazy, and you know, they're about to kill now. Young Miami got just had her daughter. So I had to give it up for that, you know what I'm saying? JT's out of jail, Young Miami's having a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Getting nominated for BT, getting nominated for Best Rap Album. Like, I'm going to give them they flowers while they can receive the flowers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to that 100%. You know, you got Lil Kim backing him, you got Lil Kim, you know, saying it's great that JT's out of jail. It's obviously good that she's out of jail. You know, they really live with their rap because she went to jail for credit card scam, I believe. Credit card fraud or something like that. But you know, so big up to City Girls. They haven't been on the ladder in quite some time. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know, they're back on now at number 5 or number 4 rather. I skipped my guy. I'm gonna go back to my guy, Mr. Lil TJay. I've been talking about Lil TJay for mad long, right? And I wouldn't say I badmouthed him, but when the man dropped that little BS project of singles that I had already heard before, singles that he already had out for mad long, and he just packaged into a mixtape or a little EP, I was angry. Not gonna lie, as a TJ supporter, I'm like, bro, where is the new music? And the only song that he had on the EP that was new was FN. And like FN is cool. It's not the lead song on the EP with all songs that are already out. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it's literally just not. You know what I'm saying? But on the album, whole new tracks. You got Brothers remix with Lil Durk. And the funny part is, I put out a family tree saying that Lil Durk was that Lil TJay kind of came from the branch of Lil Durk's style, right? And I'm not saying that I'm not saying anybody's buying anybody's style. I'm just saying like you can hear another artist in your music, in your style of delivery, in your style of making music. Like you know, these family trees. I'm not saying that anybody's like somebody's son but like, you know, I can hear another person's influence in your style. Or you've directly said it, because like some of these positions I do on my family trees are literally like somebody literally said, I was inspired by or I was influenced by blank. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Boy distinctly said I was influenced by Meek Mill. You know, like distinctly. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk distinctly said that. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things you can verify from interviews and blah blah blah. But yeah, so I'm gonna reward him for it, because I've been saying, yo, I need a full project from you before the end of the year, because this whole mixtape crap is it's not cutting it. If you just go think you'll do this and get away with it, you're not. You know what I'm saying? But gave me Brothers remix with Durk, gave me a whole project. He has Lil Wayne on a song, Lead remix, Heat. All right, like to get Lil Wayne, Lil Durk on your opening project. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you your damn flowers. You know, I wish I could have put him higher, but like, you know, he's just still, the album has to show more for me. I have to see what the album results turn out to be before I just like, you know, give him that. You feel me? But yeah, I have to see how the results turn out first. But hopefully it turn out good for him. I think it will. I think it'll work out for him. This is fire. You know, like it's a dope project. Everyone that listens to the project is told me this dope project. One Take is dope. You know, I'm excited for him. I'm excited for his continuous rise, because the songs that he's been featured on, like people forget his verse. Like I feel like with War recently, I love that song, but I don't know TJ's verse, just because like the line, I make a call, whoop whoop, I make a call to school, you know, like you get to school, we up on the board, like it's fire. Like that's really, whenever you repeat War, you just remember Pop Smoke's hook. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to forget it. And it's like, you may not even, when you're singing out loud, you may not even remember TJ's verse or like, because I don't. You know, I listened to Pop Out before it even got lit, because I love that song. So it's like, I've been new TJ's verse and Pop Out. So like, you know, I call up bro, said he ready for this day. What you claim? You lame. We never put in play. I be Russell Killers that go crazy for the game. So I know Lil TJ's verse in that song. But a lot of people only know Polo G. Like Polo G really gets majority of the credit for that song. It's his song, but it was really like a joint song more than like it being just Polo G's song. But people really give the majority of the credit to Polo G for making that song. You know what I'm saying? But and then he was on Slide. I thought that would be way better. I thought that would be a summer bop. I thought that was gonna be a banger. Like I was wrong, honestly. I was wrong. Maybe busted for real. He said weights bad, but it feel good. Like what? Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Some weights little butt, but feel bigger. Like Slide. I thought it was gonna be way better. I thought it was gonna be summer bop, but I was mistaken. I thought Blueface would last way longer, bro. And it's saddening, because I was riding for Blueface for real. I really was. I was super riding for Blueface. But, you know, things happen. Things happen, careers change just like that. Somebody rises. We have somebody like the Babies just smoking everything. It's hard. We had the Babies smoking literally everything. It's hard for you to stay consistent, and it's hard for you to just, you know, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. But what I gotta do is I gotta get my charger. my damn laptop, so we're gonna walk and talk.
I can see the sun. I don't see the sun.
Alrighty, for all those that just saw me do that, that proves that I was in the studio. And I had to retrieve my charger. Go back. Alrighty, this is real life activity, guys. This is real raw. Okay. You thought this was not real raw. You're seeing how real raw this is right now. Alrighty, and we're back. So before time goes out and I don't even get to discuss the rest of the ladder, we are going to discuss. Oh man, yeah, I'm really sitting on the floor right now, man. This is how dedicated I am to giving y'all this damn content. I am sitting on the floor. My butt is in pain, but it's all good. Okay, it's all good. Number 3, Lil Nas X was nominated at the Streaming Awards for Best New Artist. Right, we all know what Lil Nas X has been doing. Panini's number 5 on Billboard, the hip hop Billboard. So we all know Lil Nas X has been killing it. Doing it for quite some time. But like I said earlier, the thing that is kind of weird to me is just where his music lands. I don't know where to land it, and which song he has to eventually know. Yes, he defied expectations. He defied what people thought he was going to be able to do, which put out a good cohesive project. He did that 1,000%. He 1,000% did that, and he succeeded in doing that. But where do you land now? You have to know that if you're putting out an actual album, it has to sound cohesive. You can't put out an album that's just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And when will he be on the clock for that? He just dropped the mixtape. I feel you. Just dropped the EP. I'm not going to put him on the clock now. Somebody that's on the clock, and I'm going to keep it 1,000, is Sheck West. Sheck West is super on the clock. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Some people disagree with me. But Sheck West is on the clock, bro. He has not had a major song that has buzz in quite some time. The man can release songs that don't really mean nothing. They not gaining traction. Like, his fan base is slowly depleting. His outside buzz is slowly depleting. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no hating stuff. It's just real life. You know what I'm saying? I want people to notice real life, bro. Like, it's like, ain't nobody want to see you lose, but it's like, some things happen to where now you're in a position that, you're being looked at. So if you started at here, maybe like releasing music, you only start here, didn't release that much music, and then boom, a song takes off. You can't go back down here. Now you have to, and that's like sometimes the hardest part of blowing up. It's like you blow up and then it's like, damn, I just blew up. So what am I gonna do now? I have to sustain this. That's the hardest part sometimes. Sometimes people say the easiest part is getting there. Like, it may seem hard, but it's like, once you actually get there, you have to sustain that lifestyle. Excuse me, you have to sustain being up there. Which may be difficult for some people. Some people may be like, damn, I don't even know if I want to be up there anymore. I just found out, man, that Cody Shane was on the swim team? I think they were called the swim team. Whatever Lil Yachty's team was. I literally didn't know this. And then they were on some team, Cody Shane and a bunch of other people. And he would he spent near $1 million trying to uplift their careers, and they just didn't want it. And like, maybe some people just don't want it, but to me, it blows my noggin. To keep it on it with you, it blows my noggin for real. But Lil Nas X, I think he wants it, but what we want, or what I want specifically, is for him to pick an umbrella. You can't just be an artist, bro. Like, it gets me tired every time. The whole I'm good at everything irritates the heck out of me, man. Whenever someone says, oh, I'm good at everything, it just gets me so tight. It's like, it's like you're gonna go to a job interview and you be like, yo, they're gonna ask you, oh, so what do you think you could provide to this work environment? And then you be like, oh, I'm good at everything. That doesn't help that person that's trying to hire you, put you in a specific place, because then it's like, what does you're good at everything mean? And that applies to music as well, because like you're good at everything. What does that mean? It's like, oh, I can make a rock song, I can make a country song, I can make a rap song, I can make an R&B song. That's dope. But what are you best at? And I'm not saying you have to stay there, but like we have to know, what can I go to you for? Like in a work environment, say you're really good at crunching these numbers, but you're also really good at drawing, right? But you're better at drawing than crunching numbers. But you've been sitting in the number crunch place for mad long. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to you for the number crunching, because I didn't notice you could draw well. You know what I'm saying? But you're better at drawing, right? But you've been number crunch for mad long. So I'm gonna go to you for number crunch. You've been a number crunch for mad long, but you're maybe better at drawing. But I didn't know that. You didn't pick your umbrella early enough. You didn't pick your umbrella correct enough. So know your umbrella and also pick your umbrella. Pick the umbrella and know which umbrella you actually want to go with and which one you enjoy best. You might not enjoy number crunching. You may enjoy drawing better, but you've been number crunching, but you're better at drawing. And you're better at drawing, you enjoy drawing. So you probably should have started with drawing, but you maybe thought number crunching would make you more money. But you have to build an umbrella, man. Don't just go for the money. Go for what you're actually good at, but go for what you want to sustain. Sometimes number crunching is probably longer to sustain than some like art and stuff, you know, art and stuff. Money, but also it's very risky business, honestly. But it could make you a lot of money, or it cannot. It's you know, it's just about taking that risk. But still gonna give Lil Nas X his props. Still gonna give him his flowers. And next up we have Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion out here. All right, twerk God. All right, GAWD. All right. Knees literally made of stainless steel. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I be like, my knees hurt watching her twerk, for real. Like my knees be in pain trying to watch shorty twerk. I'd be like, damn, bro, like what do you, like your knees don't hurt this. You know what I'm saying? Like my knees be hurting just looking at shorty, for real. My knees be hurting just looking at shorty. But you know, she is the king/queen of twerk and stripper rap right now. And she got all the people, all the females empowered, right? So like, you know, I can't fight against female empowerment, for real. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can't fight against female empowerment. You know, go get your empowerment on. Go feel sexy. You know what I'm saying? And I won't stop you from feeling that way. Or definitely won't stop you from feeling that way. But Megan Thee Stallion also has a song on Billboard with her boyfriend Moneybagg Yo, who also performed the title. He also performed the title at the vote. And yeah, he also performed the title. I didn't know the songs he performed. I'm not like a super Moneybagg Yo fan. I was told though he was a drug kingpin before he actually even got into the rap game. So that's a pretty interesting thing. Go him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the people that he was selling drugs to. They're probably not doing well in life right now. But you know. But Megan Thee Stallion still out here. Now she's had multiple Billboard tracks. So, you know, I have to give her flowers. Moneybagg Yo won, the Cashish, and Big Ol' Freak was up there as well. You know, we also need that album at some point, because she said it was coming. She said the album was coming, so we're definitely gonna need that at some point or another. Because the mixtape was cool. At first I thought I could be a Megan Thee Stallion fan, but she's too female demographic, you know what I'm saying? Like she's probably gonna end up in the Nicki category for me. Even though her delivery, she has the delivery of Cardi, but the content of Nicki with more aggression. But it's too female oriented, which is cool. Like let females have their rappers. I'm not trying to take that away from them. You know what I'm saying? Females can definitely go ahead and have their rappers. You know what I'm saying? I definitely ain't trying to take that away from them. But I probably won't listen to you like that. Yeah, to be quite frank with you, probably won't be tuning in. Listen to dude on it. Like I listen to Cashish sometimes. Also not that often, but moving on to number one, we have the baby who's just the Billboard charts on hip hop are literally his, the way that 6ix9ine was talking about, we 9 for 9 on Billboard. This man is probably 30 for 30. No ESPN on Billboard. So crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Album did triple digits. Like, he's a superstar, guaranteed superstar. Like, out of all the people here, DaBaby's the only superstar. And I'm gonna keep it honest. Lil Nas X is not even a superstar. Yeah, superstar buzz, but he's not a superstar. DaBaby is a superstar, and that's 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can take that away from that man. Even when he travels like a superstar. Like, man has a video crew that travels with him, shooting his performances. Like, it's a dope thing to watch, bro. It really is. Like, it's dope to see where he came from, how far he's come, how he goes about doing things. Like, just videotaping everything to me is a strong thing, bro. Like, artists need to get out of that hole. Get out of that mindset, bro. Like, oh, I want to be a private person, bro. Like, the videos will make you way more money, will make people way more in tune with you, make people feel like they know you. They don't actually have to know you. They just want to feel like they know you. That's it. They don't really have to know you. Like, they don't need to know you. They don't need to know you. They just want to feel like they know you. And, people probably feel as if they know DaBaby. It's popping, bro. But, people probably feel as if they know DaBaby, and they don't. But he puts out a lot of videos. So they feel like they got that experience and that interactive aspect that a lot of artists lack, because a lot of artists don't want to be in the line of visuals and the videos, most of these videos. I got that for real. The fans want to know more. Okay. Fans would like to know more about your life, man. Okay. Fans would like to know more. Fans would indeed like to know more. So please give them more. All right. So all the artists that are out there and still in a position to make yourselves be widely known, then do that even before you start putting out songs, because then the people will be more invested. Because if you make them invested in you as a person, then they'll listen to your songs because they're invested in you already. That's why a person like DDG is doing well in music. Because he even said himself, he's doing well in music only because he had a previous platform. If he's trying to get into music, then no one would know him, because no one would know. They gave him the opportunity to go through that maturation period because they already liked him as a person. If they didn't like him as a person or know him as a person, they probably would not give him that maturation period. They'd just be like, oh, this song's trash, on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? But they gave him that ability to get in his bag and experiment, make the song that he wanted to make. And now he has had a Billboard track with Hold Up. It's probably Running Up didn't make it Billboard, but still got played on Kylie Jenner video. So that's still a lot of recognition and being put on a bigger platform. He's actually about to perform at the Detroit Pistons halftime show, which is pretty dope. So DDG's model is one that a lot of people should be trying to emulate, is get some notoriety first, make people like you, and then release music. That's something that Cardi B did too. She was popular on Love and Hip Hop. She's popular on social media and Instagram and TV personality, and she dropped music, and people probably were going to tune in just to see if it was trash or not, and it wasn't trash. So people were going to tune in regardless, just because they like you as an individual. So if they like you as an individual, they'll tune in regardless. So DaBaby is killing for that reason. The visuals are nonstop, and he knows how to keep people interested and entertained. And if you're able to entertain as an artist and also give quality music and also have something that somebody can go to you for, like a label wants to be like, yo, I want this type of sound on this song. Like if an A&R at a label says, yo, I think that this person would fit well on this track, they're only saying that because they know what you would bring to that track. So that's also why I don't feel like DaBaby should change his flow or change anything. People are like, oh, he comes the same on every song, because that's DaBaby. Like, I never minded when Blueface used the same beats or came the same way, because he has that lane. They both have those lanes to where like if somebody can hit them up, they're gonna say that they're gonna use how they actually perform in the way they perform. But looks like we're running out of time, guys. So I just want to thank everyone that tuned in. Thank you for joining me. My name is Elajas, and you're watching Hip Hop Rookie of the Year.